Road changes, budget talks, grads preparing, and more. Details on this episode of Barnstable Today. It's Monday, June 3rd, 2013. I'm Sarah Colvin. Town Manager Tom Lynch is weighing the options when it comes to the closure of Cordwood Road in Cotuit to motor vehicle traffic. Joining us on this morning's edition of Barnstable This Morning, Lynch talked about the abandonment issue and what could be in the future.
At the end of last week, we had an abandonment of a road hearing. It will be Cordwood Road over in Cotuit. This is something that came to us, from Councilor Rapgossetti and other members of the community that were looking at this roadway and saying that since it abuts conservation land and abuts a development and really isn't used for vehicular traffic, but much more as a walking space or biking area. We had a good hearing. It was something that I hadn't done before, and I think we hadn't done in a while. And we had 8 people testify that day. The chief of the fire department was there, and our police department testified, and quite a few citizens standing up talking about the public safety aspects, ways it's been used in the past. So I've taken all that information now under advisement, and then we'll look to see. And what the closure really means is that there'd be gates at either end, and then people could still traverse it and still use it the way it's being traditionally used, but it will hopefully cut down on dumping of trash.
Lynch is taking comments made at that public hearing under advisement. He says a decision could be made this week. Budget presentations begin before Town Council this week as well. At Thursday's meeting, Council will begin the process of approving the operating budget for fiscal 2014. Town Manager Tom Lynch and Finance Director Mark Milne made the presentation last month. Thursday, Council will begin its public hearings. Tom Lynch talked to us about the goals of this year's fiscal 2014 budget.
The Town Council will begin hearing the budget, and first we will have a presentation from the Comprehensive Financial Advisory Committee. They each year take the budget, look through all the new initiatives in the various departments and make comments on different aspects of the budget. So they will have supplied, I believe, a 15-page review to the town councilors that they've been able to look at, but they'll make a synopsis of that and begin our discussion. And then we'll start right in with police and go to schools, DPW, and begin moving through the budget. And what I've asked the various department heads to do is to take a look at those initiatives that we're funding that are new, and in addition to talking about the other services that they do. So for instance, under public safety, we have the police substation that we're talking about for the west side of town. We're funding to continue the street crimes unit. We've got funding for vehicle replacement and maintenance, and also for other equipment upgrades. So I would like the police department, in addition to the fine job they do each year, kind of talking about, what the crime rate might be, whether different areas or classes of crime have gone up and down, where they've been successful, where they still need to continue to improve and try to provide additional public safety. And that's the case in each of our departments. We'll ask them to kind of give a year in review, because it's their chance to go before the council and say, here's what we've been doing this past year, and we've had successes, and we'd like you to know about them and share those with you. But we've also asked the town manager and the town for additional funding, and here's how we've responded. So under public education, as I think the school superintendent has shared in the past, they've got a $500,000 initiative that's going to have some technology and also maintenance improvements. We're going to increase our arts and culture coordinator from part-time to full-time. We've got a variety of recreation improvements. We're going to open Craigville Beach 2 hours earlier this year. It's always been a concern that cars are lining up on the road and people are trying to get in, so we're going to see how expanded hours work there for our residents. And then we've also got some waterway initiatives. So all these things that we're adding, we'll ask our departments to say, This is why we need it. If you fund it, here's what the advantage will be to providing additional services for us.
Again, Town Council meets Thursday at 7 in the hearing room here at Town Hall. For Barnstable High School seniors, the prom is in the past and graduation is in the future. The prom was held last Saturday night, and tonight seniors will head to the Performing Arts Center for the Senior Recognition Night. Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Mary Chakowski, has details.
Tonight, 6 o'clock, 6:45, all of our seniors will be recognized. I'll have an opportunity to recognize the two seniors that received the the Massachusetts Association of Superintendents Excellence and Awards certificates tonight. And once again, another night that we celebrate the many accomplishments of our students, and looking forward to tonight as well.
And graduation will take place on Saturday outside at Barnstable High School, weather permitting, of course.
On the athletic field, I've been closely looking at the weather, the extended forecast. You know, I'm a little bit concerned that Saturday is showing rain, so if that's the case, I'm sure it's going to be moved inside, or we'll have two alternate locations to be set up. But yes, graduation is this Saturday. Very, very big event for our students and our families, and once again, the previous last year was so well attended by the community, and so proud of our students. Congratulations to the class of 2013.
But before the pomp and circumstance, there is still work left to be done. Dr. Chakowski says that this week, Secretary of Education Matthew Malone will pay a visit to Barnstable High School and Barnstable United Elementary School.
The Secretary of Education has been out and about visiting many, many schools. A former superintendent in Brockton, and I know Matt very well. Looking forward to having him come and visit. He has selected two of our schools to visit. He'd like to visit Barnstable High School and Barnstable United Elementary School, and we're going to kick off around 9 o'clock in the morning at BHS. We have an agenda set for him so that he wants to spend a great deal of time in our classrooms, and so we're going to have an opportunity to showcase our accomplishments at both BUES and Barnstable High School. Looking forward to his visit.
And this Thursday, Council will begin public hearings on the proposed operating budget for fiscal 14. Superintendent Chakowski is expecting to make the presentation for the schools this Thursday night.
Tom Lynch last week, our weekly meeting, we talked about the upcoming budget presentation, and both Gareth and I will be there to present to the Town Council the FY14 budget. We're going to keep it upbeat. It's a good budget. It's a sound budget. It focuses our resources over on our Hyannis West Elementary School, as well as our capital improvement budget. Looking forward to the council approving that budget to get moving with removing those portable classrooms. And so it's a busy week, but you know what? This is expected. It's this time of year. And it just moves really quickly. It's never a dull moment.
Town Council meets at 7 o'clock Thursday night in the Town Hall hearing room. The Department of Public Works will begin paving work on Great Marsh Road on Wednesday, June 5th. Work will continue throughout the month of June to the completion of the project. The road will be open at all times to local traffic. Motorists are advised to seek alternate through routes to avoid the construction work areas if possible. There may be periodic delays throughout the work period. As always, please use extreme caution in traveling through the road construction area. And finally, the HYCC is hosting a blood drive this week in partnership with Cape Cod Healthcare. All blood collected will stay on Cape Cod. Anytime from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. you can stop by the Shepley Room at the HYCC to donate. You could be saving a neighbor's life. For more information, contact George at the HYCC. He can be reached at 508-790-6345. With Barnstable Today, I'm Sarah Colvin.